What up, what up, what up? We are live, my friends. It's bright and squirrely. And I learned something new today. Well, I didn't learn something new today. I'm going to implement something new today that I learned a while back from somebody in a mastermind group I was in taught me. They claim that are run by algorithms, which they are, because you can go to a bunch of different exchanges throughout the world and set up trading bots. And these trading bots will trade for you 24/7, 365 once they're set up. And the reason why the charts look the way that they do in the crypto markets is because when these liquidation events happen, these cascading price events happen, it's because these bots all are executing the exact same trades. So if you wonder why and how the market's direction, that's why. So as you can see on my chart right now, I have a Fibonacci channel. I put a Fibonacci channel on there, not a Fibonacci retracement, a Fibonacci channel. And Fibonacci channels, they don't go perfectly parallel. It's more at an angle. And as you can also see, price just follows it perfectly. And so when this gentleman in my mastermind was explaining that the crypto markets don't use traditional indicators as the traditional financial markets do, it's true. So I'm going to get on board here with the Fib channel. And if you would like to see how I put it on here, I will show you right now. So let's just delete this here. And the purple lines you see are I marked out from the monthly chart. So I'll redo everything that I did this morning. And so if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that you start, at least most people start, you got your wells that start on like the 12-month, the 6-month, the 3-month, but you can't really mess around with those time frames until you got millions of dollars to work with. I mean, you can go trade little amounts, but really the monthly chart is a good place to start. So these purple lines are all drawn support and resistance levels on, and then the orange lines are your trend lines that price has respected since the inception of Bitcoin. Right here was the peak in 2017 at 20,000. This here was the peak in 2022 at 68,000. This is the bottom of 15,000. And we peaked at 126 up here. And now we're down here at 90,000. Okay, so those are the lines, or those are your major support and resistance levels going back to the creation of Bitcoin. Okay, now I just am zooming in a little bit. And as you can see, this line here is support from the all-time high of 68. Okay. This one here is support at 82.5-ish. Next is our most recent support that price is respecting at 87.5. And then we got resistance up here, and obviously the overhead resistance and the below support. All right. And so now to draw that fib channel on here, what you do is you select it. You choose the most recent, the two most recent highs, and then one. Okay. That's how you draw it on the chart there. And as you can see, it's just perfect. So I also, before I did this, I had my regular Fibonacci on there, my horizontal Fibonacci, my Fibonacci retracement. Comparing the two, this is 100% more accurate and more correct, true to price. And so I'm going to get on board with it. Obviously, I'm still going to chart it, but I'm going to have this chart open alongside my other charts. So let's go check out so this is all of the lines are drawn on horizontally at critical support and resistance levels. And price always respects these levels as well. And everybody else is using these levels as well. So they're still good. I've mentioned this before. You have to compare what you're doing to what everybody else is doing. Because if everybody else is using fib channels and fib retracements and horizontal support and resistance indicators, the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, the 30-day moving average, the 7-day moving average, people use these indicators to base their decisions on if it's a good trade or not. Now, you know that these lines, retracements, and everything that we're drawing on these charts, really, honestly, they do matter, but they don't, because price seeks liquidity. And so what these levels represent are liquidity levels. So price will always react when it gets to one of these levels. That's why we have these lines and these indicators drawn on the chart, is because one, everybody else is doing it. So when price gets there, it's going to react some kind of way, because you have your bulls who think it's going to go higher, and you got your bears that think it's going to go lower. And then you got your traders like us who know what we're doing, and we wait and just wait for price to react at those levels, where other people, they are biased. They have a long bias or a short bias, where traders like us, we don't have a long or a short bias. We have a long or a short bias daily, like, okay, what direction is it going to go today? And then, but we still wait for price to get to a level and react at that level. We don't just okay, yeah, it looks like today is going to be a long day, enter a trade. And then some people do, but we are price action traders. We're watching the charts daily, constantly, to see and wait for trade setups to happen, where everybody else just opens a chart, looks at it, and is like, oh yeah, maybe I think it might go this way. I'm gonna place a bet, which is what they're doing. They're gambling. When you do it that way, you're gambling. You don't have a strategy. You don't have any type of rhyme or reason why you're entering the trade. You have to have a strategy, and you have to have a proper strategy. There's a lot of gurus out there, trading gurus. I am not a guru. I teach you what I do, what works for me. And in my show notes, you also know that this is not financial advice. This is purely educational. So you can't come crying to me if you lose a bunch of money because you went and did, oh, well, I saw CJ do this. Unless you know what you are doing and you are properly trained, don't give your money to the market. Learn before you earn. And if you want to learn from the master traders who taught me, there's also a link in the show notes to our mastermind group that is full of professional traders, investors, business owners. It's a high caliber group. We filter out tourists. So if you're looking for signals or promised results, guarantees, you're not going to find it here. But if you want to learn, if you were to go back and watch every single video I've ever made on this channel, you'll have a master's degree in trading. You'll have to piece it all together, but you will have a master's degree in trading. And if you want to shortcut that, then go to my website, cjpeart.com, go to the free resources section, download any of my free guides, whatever guide speaks to you when you're scrolling through the free guides, download it, learn it, and learn it. It is honestly as simple as that. These guides are so detailed. If you can't follow along in the guide, pull out your phone, ask ChatGPT if you don't understand something in the guide. Type into ChatGPT, what does this mean? What tell me here? And it will clarify. If I didn't make it clear enough for you, ChatGPT will clarify it for you. So that is what I teach here. That is what I do. If you're interested, give me a like, a share, and a follow. Subscribe. I'm all about peace, love, and prosperity, because you can't have peace and love in your heart. And to get peace and love in your heart, you got to start in your mind with your thoughts. That's where it all starts. If you can't control your money, you can't control your life, and you will just go in circles for the rest of your life. So if you're done doing that, well then, us here inside the mastermind and join a group of high caliber people like yourself. All right. Until next time, peace. I love you. Be kind to each other.